So we're going to be looking through the route for Torpedo Knockout presented by OUTsurance. This is Battery Park in downtown Cape Town. The waterfront is off to the left, city centre off to the right, and this is the main canals, and this is the underground parking garages with on top there's a grass field here and the skate park over here. It's a fantastic facility and we're really happy to be holding the swimrun here. So on the morning, you are going to park in these underground parking garages. There's free parking on a Sunday. Just at the entrance, as you're about to come out into the main paved area, our registration will be there. Please, it's full COVID protocol, so arrive wearing your mask, and in between each of the circuits that you race, wear your mask. And at registration, you're going to go through the full sort of COVID check. You can have a temperature check, and you're going to get a yellow wristband once you've gone through that check. Hand sanitizer, register where you'll get your vest, your swim cap, and your Moby towing band, and then you into the main sort of battery park area. When you are hanging out between heats, this grass area at the top is a great place to socially distance up here, and you can also look over the hand railings and watch the action below you. So that's going to be a good place to relax, and then the action is going to be happening down at the bottom. So I'm going to talk through the course layout quickly. Just before I do that, I just want to cover some sort of main bases, and these are the caution areas. So Battery Park is open to public. So on these sidewalks along the side, when you cross the bridges, you're along these bridges over here, there are public around. Please, extreme caution. If we have a collision with a pedestrian walking, it's not going to be great. So please, everyone, just watch out for that. The second is danger points, and that is on the steps. There's a big bank of steps over here. There's some steps leaving the water on run number 2, and there's steps to go down to the jetty here. Extreme caution on the steps. Your shoes are going to be slippery coming out of the swims. Please race within yourself. And then the third is that this whole area is covered in a lot of road furniture. Road furniture is like bollards, lampposts, steps, benches, concrete poles. So it's a really tight, technical, fun course to run through, but please just make sure that you're not racing above your ability and watch where you're going and don't push it too hard on the runs. So that's the general layout. And then another overriding rule at SwimRun, and we're very much going to enforce it here at Battery Park, is that there's no diving into any of the swims. You can only jump. So your feet has to hit the water first and then your hands second. There are 3 entries into the water off this jetty over here, 1 off this jetty over here, that's 2, and again off this jetty over here, that's 3 swims. We're going to have marshals at all those points. Please, feet first. Okay, and then I quickly can talk through timing, and then I'll get onto the course. So for the 2-hour qualification, this is when you're trying to set your fastest time and you're trying to come top 16 in your age category. There is going to be a timing tap-in at the start and a timing tap-out at the finish. At registration, you're going to get given a timing wristband. You tap it on the Moby timing stand at the start. It flashes green and there's an audible beep. At that point, your time has started. You then start racing the course. At the end of the 1,000 meters, you come out at the finish line. You tap the finish timing part again. It must flash green and it'll make an audible beep, and that is your time registered. So the course. Run number 1, it's flat and fast. It's along the side of the canals from this main bridge area to the town side of the course and onto a jetty. The first obstacle is about 50 meters in. There are steps down to your left, and then there are hand railings, there are bollards all in the way. So it's going to be quite a tactical point of the course. You either need to give it your absolute maximum to get in front, because it's all single file along the side of the canals here, or you're going to hang back, stick on people's feet, and then try and overtake them on the first swim. The first swim takes you from a jetty where you're going to jump in underneath the main roadway over the canals, and then to a single set of steps that leave the canals. This is another very tactical point of the course. So if you are first up those steps, you're going to get a good advantage going on to the long second run. But I suppose the downside is to get first there, you're going to have to go absolutely flat out, and you're probably only about a third of the way through the course, so you have to maintain that pace for the rest of it. So it's going to be quite tactical racing. Run number 2, you're going to come up a set of steps there, caution, up a large set of steps there, caution, and then you're taking right turns around the grass field. There will be marshals and there will be flags and cones to show you where to run. You're then running down the steps. So these steps, you're going to be going up and down them. So we're going to put cones down the middle. If you're running down, you stick to your left. You're running up, you stick to your left as well. So down the steps, across the main sort of paved area and onto the swimming jetty. And then you start your second swim. It goes under the pedestrian walkway, under the main road walkway, and there's going to be an OUTsurance buoy at the furthest point of the course here. You're going to turn clockwise around that OUTsurance buoy and then swim back under the road bridge, where you're going to get out on a little makeshift floating jetty and onto the pedestrian sidewalk, on this diagonal bridge, over the canals, and then back to the swimming jetty. And this is where you start your last swim, swim number 3. It's a very short swim across the canals to another ladder, a single ladder. The first one to that ladder is going to, in the knockout heats, is going to win the heat because it's a very short final run up the grass bank and to the finish line. We very much want to, we're not going to, or we can't enforce it, but we very much encourage all of you, your first lap, take it easy, take it slow. It's course familiarization. There are marshals at the start and finish of every swim. There's a torpedo flag at the start of every swim. There's an OUTsurance flag at the end of every swim. Take your first lap easy. Check out where the tight corners are. There's quite a few tight 90-degree turns. And just make sure you know what you're doing before you then give it full stick in your second or third lap to set your qualifying time. It should be really good fun, and we're excited to watch this racing unfold. If you want to see the circuit distances, I'm on our webpage here on the Waterfront tab. Circuit distances are listed there, and then just please note the compulsory items. So we are making footwear compulsory, so that's either trail, road, minimal, or swimrun specific shoes or booties, and then a costume or tri-suit. Your kit that we will provide from Torpedo side is a Torpedo swim cap, a vest, and a Moby timing band. So whether you use goggles, swimrun pool buoy, or swimrun hand paddles, and a wetsuit, those are all optional items. I think that about covers it. Let me quickly look through my list. That covers it. So we will send you another video tomorrow, and that is going to outline how the live timing and the live knockout rounds are going to work. We're going to have links on our website that you can then track yourself, track your time to see if you've made the top 16, and if you have made the top 16, you can then follow another link which will track you in your age category to see what is your start time for the knockout rounds and which knockout round you are in. It's going to be a blast, and see you on Sunday. So,